Hello everyone! So in this video, tuturuan ko kayo kung paano ninyo i-optimize yung inyong online jobs PH account or OLJ and inyong LinkedIn account. First, you have to go to the website, of course, ito, onlinejobs.ph, and then you have to create your own account. Simply click sign up, and then automatically lalabas itong option if you're an employer. Ito yung pipiliin nila. For us, freelancer, tayo ay syempre worker. So you have to click create an account. You have to input your email address and then your password. Now, once done, you just follow the exact steps and then click nyo yung register. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Now, for LinkedIn naman, same thing. You have to visit the website, linkedin.com, and ito yung makikita ninyo. Automatically din, ipaprompt kayong gagawa ng sarili ninyong mga account. So, simply click sign in with Google kung gusto nyo yun, or you also have the option to manually put your email addresses and your password. But, for you, para mas mabilis, pwede nyo nang i-click yung account ninyo. I will not be creating an account since it is very self-explanatory naman yung bawat website. It's very easy to create, sign up each account sa each website na yon. What I'll be teaching you now is ano yung ilalagay ninyo sa headline and sa about section. So, meron akong ginawang template. Nandito na tayo sa Google Doc. This is the template and I call it LinkedIn Upwork OLJ Overview. Overview, bakit? Kasi pag-uusapan na natin lahat ng mga tips na gusto kong ibigay sa inyo para ma-optimize niyo yung mga LinkedIn and freelancing platforms ninyo. First step, all you have to do, I already told you last time, you have to create your professional headshot photo. So, pag headshot, yung professional na picture na nakikita ninyo. Okay? Dapat confident kayo. So again, regarding headshot photo, I am showing you the other side, dito sa right side panel, my personal LinkedIn profile, my personal account. So pag sinabing headshot photo, dapat kitang-kita yung mukha ninyo. Hindi yung selfie, okay? Please do not use that. It is very unprofessional. But you are not limited naman sa parang ID pose. Hindi kayo limitado sa posing na parang pang ID or pang passport. No, that's not what I'm referring to. Pwede kayong magpakita ng personality regarding your headshot photo. Headshot ang tawag natin dito, guys. So, may nilagay ako dito na yung headshot photo should reflect the 3 values. 'Di ba napag-usapan natin to sa branding, sa personal branding, 3 values ninyo. So, the 3 adjectives, ano ba yon? We have examples here. Can be professional, authentic, trustworthy. Yun yung mga values na gusto mong ipakita sa personal branding mo. So, dapat yun din yung magre-reflect sa picture mo. Yung iba din, gusto nila playful, smart, and unique. So, yung ibang headshot, nakikita ninyo yung background nila, pinapalitan nila ng ibang kulay. Yung iba naman, bungis-ngis sila sa mga photos nila. Yung iba naman, parang naka-black and white na side view. Because that's what I'm talking about, you are free to reflect your own personality sa headshot photo ninyo. But make sure na hindi yung pixelated. Number 1, dapat hindi pixelated and hindi rin selfie. Alam nyo na yung mga selfie na nakawaki, na nakalabas yung dila, naka-duck face. Huwag yun. Kasi LinkedIn is professional platform. And it will reflect your brand if pagkakatiwalaan ka ba ng client. So for me, this is an old photo. I need to update this one, but ginamit ko ang picture na to because I feel confident dito. I feel pretty, I feel na it reflects my personality, especially the background kasi I love nature, I love beach, I love plants and trees. So that's why I use this photo. So sa inyo, kayo na ang bahala kung anong mga gusto ninyong photo as long as hindi selfie, hindi nakawaki, hindi pixelated. Dapat clear yung face ninyo. Now, let's go to headline. Pag sinabing headline, ito yung part na yon. Gaya ng pinakita ko kanina kay Mr. Jefferson Fisher. So, paano ba tayo gagawa ng headline? Ano ba yung effective na headline para mag-increase yung views ninyo? Para din makakuha siya or makakatch siya ng attention every time nagta-type yung mga client sa search bar. Ito yung search bar. Minsan nagta-type sila dyan ng virtual assistant, social media manager, mga ganon. So first, ito yung formula. First is job title plus the target market, kung sino yung target mo ng mga client and audience. And then the third part is yung result. Result is magandang ilagay to if you already have an experience, kahit konting experience lang. Pero kung wala ka pang experience, like zero pa talaga na freelancer, you can put value proposition. Ano ba yung unique selling point mo? So we have example here. Job title. Ano yung job title? E-commerce digital marketing. So again, very specific, e-commerce. And then, ano yung ginagawa niya? Digital marketing. Now, ano ba yung target market niya at ano yung result? Ang sabi dito, I help Amazon sellers increase shop visibility up to 3 times. So, very specific, di ba? Kasi e-commerce, pag sinabing e-commerce, category yan siya kung saan siya nagdi-digital marketing, yung mga online shop. And then, specific nilagay dito yung mga Amazon seller. So, dito sa atin, ano ba yung mga e-commerce sites? We have Shopee, we have Lazada, 'di ba? Mga ganon. So, specific, ang tinutulungan ng headline is yung Amazon sellers. Ano yung ginagawa niya? Ano yung value niya? Ano yung result? I-increase yung shop visibility up to 3 times. Bakit ba yun mahalaga, lalong-lalo na sa mga business owners, mga online shop owners? Kasi kung mas mataas yung visibility, mas maraming nakakakita ng shop mo, edi mas mataas din yung chance na mag-i-increase yung profit. So for example, may 100,000 visitors yung online shop mo every month, 100,000. So kung kaya mo siyang ipa-increase ng 3 times, that means 300,000. So, kapag 300,000, mas malaki din yung chance na bibili sila. Okay? So, that's for example number 1. We have example number 2, which is social media marketing, yung job title niya. And then, yung target market and yung result, value proposition, dito, kita natin, helping clothing business owners 5 times website traffic through Pinterest marketing. So again, yung target market, mga clothing business owners. And we know, based on sa pinakita ko sa inyo regarding digital marketing, social media statistics, na 'di ba maraming mga female user ang Pinterest. So, mostly talaga dyan, mga fashion owners, clothing, accessories, mga swimwear, those kind of stuff. And then, anong ginagawa ng freelancer? Pinterest marketing. And then, yung result, 5 times website traffic. So, that's how you create your job title. If wala pa kayong result, again, pwedeng value proposition lang. Kung ano yung gagawin ninyo, tanggalin nyo na lang yung mga numbers kung wala pa. So, I hope that is clear for the headline. Now, let's go to overview. Okay, pag sinabing overview, ito yung, we also call it about section. About section. So, about section, if you scroll down ninyo in your LinkedIn, ito yung makikita ninyo. Yung body, yung about you, about section. Now, paano ba isusulat yung about section? First, if as much as possible, gawa na kayo or kuha na kayo ng testimonial. Testimonial, positive comment from your client. If walang positive comment from the client, you can get testimonial from your references. Sino ba yung pwedeng reference ninyo? Or possible yung, di ba sinabi ko sa inyo na last time gumawa kayo ng content doon sa mga small business owners, mag-provide kayo ng value sa kanila, ng free content. So, kumuha kayo ng testimonial sa kanila. And kung ano yung sasabihin nila na positive, copy that and then paste it sa about section or overview. For example, on my part, I wrote this one. So, ang sinabi nung client, basically, ito si Gayleen is parang naging mentor ko na siya. Supposedly, we have a project, but then we decided na hindi i-pursue yung position kasi it doesn't fit my personality. But we were able to do some projects together. So, ang sinabi ni Gayleen regarding me, na nakalagay dito, Mermel loves it when things are clear and logical, factual and rational. She has an attention detail to which is focused to superior process performance and loves to incrementally improve systems. So, ito si Gayleen, nag-send siya sa akin ng mahaba na parang testimonial. For you, you have to only pick 1 to 3 sentences. 1 to 3 sentences na babagay doon sa job position na target ninyo. For me, yung target ko is business manager, online business manager, and I deal with data. Kaya ito yung pinili ko na lines from the recommendation or from the testimonial from the client. Logical, factual, rational. Basta pag sinabi mong business manager, you will be dealing with a lot of numbers. The digital marketing numbers, the profit numbers. So you have to collect the data. So kaya yun yung pinili ko. And then sinabi na din regarding sa process performance, improving system, which is part of my job. Yun yung mga keywords na part sa job position ko. So again, pag kumuha kayo ng testimonial, kung mahaba yung binigay ng client na testimonial sa inyo, recommendation letter, pili lang kayo ng 2 to 3 sentences, yun ang ilagay ninyo sa pinaka-top. Okay? First line. Kasi pag sinearch kayo ng client, ang automatically lalabas is yung picture ninyo na maliit and then ito, yung maliit na about section or yung headline ninyo. So, yan yung ilagay nyo sa pinakataas. Now, after na ilagay yung testimonial, you have to create the body. The body ng overview or the body ng about section. Okay, so ano ba yung dapat na ilagay sa body? First, you have to write kung sino ka. Ano yung mga previous experiences mo na posibleng makatulong sa client? For me, nilagay ko dito yung mga mixed experiences ko before. So, ilagay nyo yan. Para kung may mag-search ng mga client, yun yung mga keyword na ilalagay ninyo. Okay? And then, ano ba yung mga skills ninyo? Ilagay nyo rin yan. Mga skills ninyo. Which is, guys, tandaan ninyo, sa training na binigay ko sa inyo regarding the course guide, specific yung mga skills na lalagay ko doon, pati na yung mga tools. So, ilagay ninyo yon sa about section or overview section ninyo. So, skills and then yung tools. Ayan. And then the last part is yung solution. Ano ba yung solution na pwede nyo yung ibigay sa client? How can you help the client or the client's business? Paano mo ba sila matutulungan? So, the body should answer the question who you are, what skills and what tools can you offer and can you use, and how, the question how can you help the client or the client's business? How can you solve their problem? So, once done, na na-create nyo na yan, make sure na nakalagay din yung relevant na mga keywords. So, you can use ChatGPT para i-assess yung mga relevant keywords. Pwede kayong mag-type doon, relevant keywords, and then job title or job position ninyo. Okay? And then, sa conclusion, ayan, ilagay ninyo yung email address, your contact information. And then, another tip is sa last part, ilagay nyo din yung mga job position sa pinakababa. Just for SEO lang, no? Search engine optimization, yung mga keywords. So, ilagay nyo sa pinakababa. So, that's it for overview and about section. Now, sa last part, pag-uusapan natin yung experience section. Yan, experience. So, experience section, baba lang siya ng about section sa LinkedIn. It looks like this one. So, ang dapat isulat dyan is yung job title ninyo. So, example dito is itong Revista. So, for me, I am the owner. So, yun yung nilagay ko. Short description regarding your position. So, for me, in-explain ko lang konti ko na yung Revista. And then, ilagay nyo yung mga bulleted key responsibilities and tools. So, ayan. Sinulat ko din dito sa baba. Yung mga skills and responsibilities. I work directly with clients and handle their daily online business operations. So, may mga kasama sa trabaho ko, nilagay ko dyan. Sa skills na part, lagay nyo din yan. 4 keywords. Again, this is very important para mag-increase ang view ng inyong profile and automatically possible na mag-message sa inyo yung mga hiring managers, mga HR, sila yung magme-message sa inyo or yung mga client then directly. So, I hope that you got the key points kung paano i-optimize yung inyong mga account. Again, once na nagawa ninyo ito, pwede nyo yung i-copy and paste. So, for me, sa online OLJ, ito yung OLJ account ko. So, ayan, naka-copy and paste lang yung profile description. It's the same, exactly the same thing. So, pwede nyo yung gamitin multiple times. Ayan. May mga dapat pang i-change, but it's okay. So, you can update that from time to time, periodically. You can also copy and paste that, ilagay ninyo sa Upwork ninyo. Kasi itong nilagay ko dito, na mga tips, ito talaga yung ginagamit ko personally. Kaya, nasa sa inyo na lang kung paano nyo siya i-update. Napaka-impossible na hindi kayo maka-view or makakuha ng views sa mga accounts ninyo. Just make sure na i-follow ninyo ang template na to. That's how I do it. And hopefully na makatulong sa inyo mga beginners. Okay, so in this part, ipapakita ko sa inyo kung paano kayo makakaiwas sa scam dito sa Online Jobs PH. And bakit ni-recommend ko yung Online Jobs PH sa inyo mga beginner instead of Upwork. Kasi guys, sa Upwork, sobrang dami ng mga kompetensya ninyo. And it's really expensive now kasi ang model din ng Upwork is they really created it na business focus na sila, no, profit focus. So yung mga ano bang tawag dito, yung parang token na isi-send ninyo, I forgot the term, yung mga proposal, kailangan nyo nang bilhin yun. And even your account, before, randomly na-feature ng account kahit yung mga beginner, pero ngayon, kailangan mo nang magbayad para ma-feature yung account ninyo. However, dito sa Online Jobs PH, exclusively lang para sa mga Pinoy. Okay? And maraming mga foreigners din naman preferred nila yung mga Pinoy kasi nga the way we communicate. Mas naintindihan nila tayo kapag nagsasalita tayo compared sa ibang nationalities. So, paano makaiwas sa scam? All you have to do, go to this website, onlinejobsph/jobseeker/employer search. Pwede din directly go to Google, lagay nyo lang Online Jobs PH employer search. Ito, lagay nyo yan, employer search. Okay? So, once na nakahanap kayo ng job posting, for example, ito sa online jobs, so gusto nyo mag-apply, ayan, may picture pa. So, gusto nyo applyan to. So, paano ba natin hahanapin to si sir if si sir is legit? Makikita natin yung name ni sir dito, Cameron Chung. So, Cameron Chung. Let's try to search his name. Cameron Chung. And then, search employer. So, ayan, automatically, nag-generate si OLJ ng result. Sabi dito, we have found Cameron Chung in our system. Chung, yeah, probably that's how it is pronounced. But it shows that the account has never been upgraded. So guys, kapag never upgraded, hindi ito nag-paid version si Cameron. Hindi siya naka-paid version. Kapag hindi nakapag-paid version, wag na kayong mag-apply guys kasi masasayang lang yung masasayang yung time ninyo, mostly kasi kapag hindi sila paid version, hindi sila makakapag-reply dun sa pinasa ninyo. However, may mga ibang client na kukuha lang sila ng mga application, and then once nakita nila yung name ninyo, they will message you directly. But that rarely happens. Okay? So, kung gusto nyo makaiwas or makasave ng time, mga never been upgraded, wag nyo nang applyan yun. Okay? Okay, so maghanap pa tayo ng iba. Dito sa search box, nilagay natin virtual assistant. Ayan. So, maghanap tayo. Ito si Dr. Anthony Blash. Let's try to search him. If nandito ba siya? Anthony Blash. So, ayan, meron ng result. Also, si Mr. Anthony Blash, never been upgraded. Oh, bakit marami na sa kanila? No, okay. Never had paid subscription. So, wala din. Wala din siya. Kaya minsan, wag na kayong magtaka, yung mga ina-applyan nyo sa online jobs, sinasabi ninyo, ang dami ko nang sinubmit na application pero walang nagre-reply. Kasi nga, never been upgraded. Hindi sila nagbayad sa platform. Maghanap pa tayo. We have Jerome T. Carolina Sotomayor. Ito, yung mga full name lang yung i-search natin. Okay. So, yay! Finally, we found someone. So, sabi dito, we have found Carolina Sotomayor in our system, and it is associated with fully paid active employer account. Fully paid and active. Kasi merong iba na inactive. Ibig sabihin, fully paid sila last year, but this year, hindi na sila nag-renew. Okay? So, again, fully paid, active. And then sabi dito, no complaints have been received for this employer. No complaints. So, ano ba yung mga job posting ni Carolina? O, ayan. May mga makikita tayo dito ng mga posting. So, that's how na makaiwas sa scam dito sa Online Jobs PH. Make sure to use employer search, Online Jobs PH, employer search. Okay?